this girl right here hired a homeless man right off the street that she didn't even know to film her and a guy doing the... So when I tell you this caught me by shock. So apparently this girl was right there and a dude was laying on top of the car and she was... And they were in some like private parking lots away from everybody. And next thing you know, a homeless dude is just showing up out of nowhere, walking by. And he's like, dude, I've never seen anybody in my life do something like that before.
I was doing a little, you know, through the sunroof right there. You know, when a guy lays on the sunroof and you kind of just, like you're a hamster, you know, sucking the water thing out you guys know what I'm talking about. So I'm doing that, right? Okay? And I'm at this abandoned parking lot. Like, I'm making sure nobody's around. And here comes this homeless man. This nice homeless man. Like, oh shit, like, stop. Oh my God, we gotta stop. He comes over. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, nothing. We're just horsing around, you know? He's like, never in my life have I seen anyone do that. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry to see that. Then I got the idea. I was like, he's a homeless man, okay? You know, he needs money. What if I just made him my cameraman for the day? I was like, sir, how would you like to make a couple $100? He's like, I would love to. I was like, okay, great. So hold this camera and like get the angles, you know what I'm saying? And this man got the angles. I don't know if he used to be a photographer or if he is one. I don't know. He got the angle. I had a homeless man recording me.
Why was she recording herself on top of the car with the dude? She has to be one of these OF models.
Sucking it. He was like a real director. He was like, okay, could you get in that angle, get in that position? I'ma come from the back, I'ma come from the front, from the side, and I'ma even come from above. He got on the back of my car and he was like record like that POV. I was like, oh, you are skilled, sir. I'm hiring him. He's my new cameraman. Fantastic. Just fucking chef's kiss. Paid the man and I was like, listen, I'm gonna hit you up. And I had to make sure he had a phone. I know some homeless people don't have a phone. Some homeless people do. I didn't want to assume. I was like, you got a phone? He's like, yeah, I got a phone. I was like, I'm gonna call you next time I need you. I got you. You know what I mean? Better than a professional. He was a professional. Give the homeless people a chance, y'all. Don't always just prejudge them. All right, you know, they could have mad skills and they need help. And what better way to help them out?
Well, at least she's out here giving homeless people job opportunities.
I was supposed to go on a date tonight. I was so excited to come on here and say, guys, I'm finally going on a date. I was talking to this guy over Instagram DM. Gotta love Instagram DM. And when it came to like picking a place for us to go get drinks, he was being very weird. He couldn't go here. This is a weird spot. He doesn't like this place. And I'm like, he's never been weird before. Like, what's the problem? So I go on his Instagram and I dive deep. And I don't like doing research on people like crazy if they don't give me a reason to. Like, I want to get to know the person in person. But I'm like, this is odd. So I go through his tagged photos. Of course, you can't hide from that unless you shut them off, idiot. And I see that he has, from a couple months ago, somebody tagged him in like this big group picture. And in the group picture, it's like him and a bunch of guys and his girl in his arms. I'm like, okay, could be an ex-girlfriend, could be his sister. So I click her page. I view her story. And today, she put a picture of her in his arms again. It was like very similar type. And she's like, my lover, something, 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 making it very obvious that they're dating. And so I dive deep into her highlights. And they're fully in a relationship. So he's trying to go on a date tonight when he is fully in a relationship. No wonder he's being weird about where we're going. So I'm ready. I'm going out with my friends. But you want to know who's showing up at that date tonight? Because I didn't cancel. I did not cancel. Mirko. Mirko's going. But it's just like, you know, send him a little message. You know, fuck with him because he wants to be messy. Like, let's be messy.
Now, hold on, lady. Now, he's not being messy. You being messy. You don't need to be still pulling up on that man saying anything. She should just hit him back in the DMs and say, hey, it look like you got a girlfriend, and just block him.
And I'm going to have Mirko go to meet him. And I want Mirko to say to him, go tell your girlfriend what you're up to before Caitlin does. And just walk away. So we'll see how it goes. A little bit nervous, a little anxious. It was a very long, messy day today. Lots of fucking things have happened. Basically, long story short, Mirko went. While he was on the way, I was having a panic attack, anxiety attack, because I'm also texting the guy like the savage that I am, and I'm like, almost there. The guy's fully there waiting. Fully there. No one answers me. Miracle suddenly like goes missing. The guy's no longer answering. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if they're together. Like, I did not know what was going on. After like 25 minutes of getting no answer, Miracle sends me a picture of the guy like walking out, like facing like out the door, and he goes, job's done. I screamed. I freaked out. I wanted to throw up. The guy texted me like very shortly after that, and he goes, what's up with you? I don't even have a girlfriend, you bitch. Like, what was this whole thing? Like, you're a weirdo. And I was like, oh my God, like, am I getting gaslighted right now? So I sent him a picture of his girlfriend's story that she posted that day. I said, this isn't you. So I go on his Instagram. I see that I'm blocked. Can't find him, can't search him up. I go to find the girl, blocked. Everybody blocked me. I was like, okay, great. Like, I'm not going to be able to get a hold of this girl. I don't know what's going to happen after this. Long story short, I had to go to sleep on that. I had to go to sleep blocked by everybody. The next day I wake up, the girl unblocks me, and she DMs me, and she's like, he told me his side of the story. Can you tell me yours? Tell her everything. Send her to TikToks just to show her, like, I've already, like, my story has not changed. Like, this is the situation. This is what it was. She told me that he came home in a panic saying that he was going out to eat with this girl, meeting me, and trying to see if, like, I'm a good person because he's trying to put me on with his boy. Literally made up this whole bullshit-ass story and told her that if she hits me up to, like, talk to me, he's going to leave her and break up with her because if she hits me up, there's no trust in the relationship. Gaslights the fuck out of her. When she told me, I was so livid. He still has me blocked. She deleted her highlights, and I don't really know where they stand, but I do know she wants to go and get drinks this week and kind of just like discuss everything. I am really torn about it because at this point, I'm just like, this was a lot for you, for me. Like, I'm down to have a conversation, but like, I also just like don't want to be petty. Like, I didn't know this guy like that. It's not like we've been talking for so long. I'm just so torn on like meeting up and just like, I don't know what to do.
And this man need to know if he's going to be playing the game on social media, he need to clean up his social media page. But I don't think anyone likes a woman who's going to run back to the girlfriend or wife to tell what's going on. And I'm pretty sure if we asked her the truth of why she went and told this man's girlfriend about the situation, she would just boil it down to she was just trying to look out for the woman. But that wouldn't be true. She really wanted this man, and she hate the fact that he sold her a dream when in reality all he wanted to do was put her on his weekly rotation. She really did want this Chad.
Let me tell you how I literally had to delete Lyft because my Lyft driver literally texted the person that ordered my Lyft and said, yeah, King, keep your head up. She's not the one. Yes, you heard it right. So, y'all, I get in my Lyft or whatever. You know, sometimes they be like, oh, how you doing? How your day going? I'm like, oh, it's not going good. Mind y'all, it's about like 10 o'clock, 11, right? So a dude just ordered me an Uber because he wants me to come over, hang out, stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? I really don't want to go because I really don't like him. But I don't know how to express to him that I don't like him because he's so sweet. So the Uber driver is confiding in me. He's like, yeah, just talk to me. Let me know, like, what you don't like about him. See if I can help you out with it. I'm thinking that we have a brother and sister moment going on. Nah. Me not knowing he's a short king as well. You get what I'm saying? The person I'm talking to is a short king. You're not really my type. You're not buff. You don't. No, I don't want it. So, yeah, I'm sitting there talking to the Uber driver or whatever. You get what I'm saying? So while I'm texting him, I'm telling the Uber driver, like, yeah, I just don't like him. I just don't see a future. He really likes me. Stuff like this. I'm telling him what's going on. I'm explaining to him how I don't like him. He trying to give me solutions. Nothing's going to work. A plus B is not going to go Y into Z. No.
That's a huge red flag. First off, she is oversharing her complete dating situation with a complete stranger.
So yeah, at this point, we're going to close to our destination, right? So I'm texting bro, but bro's slowly texting me, like, slow now. Like, I'm telling him, like, oh, okay, I'm finna be 5 minutes away. He's, oh, all right. Let me know. Mind y'all, minutes before that, he was just saying, oh, I can't wait to see you. It's been so long. I missed you. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Now, y'all, it's mad cold outside. Keep that in mind, okay? So now I'm pulling up. And the Uber driver just like, yeah. Well, I hope you have a good time. And I hope you at least let him know. He keeps saying that, like, oh, yeah, I hope you let him know. Give him signs at least. Don't waste his time. Y'all, why did I get outside the car? And I'm standing outside this man's house for 10 minutes, and he's telling me, nah, the Uber driver already let me know game, so call your Uber back home. You didn't even have the decency to call me one back? So now I'm sitting here standing stupid. I'm like, what you talking about? I'm like, what I do? He like, yeah, the Uber driver already told me we good. You don't like me because I'm short, I'm this. I said, the Uber driver never answered me when I'm texting him, telling him I'm down the street after I done lied and said I was on Hoover and this and that. What? Yeah, you get a 0-star rating from me.
Now this Lyft driver need to be saluted. Who say men don't look out for other men? That driver probably saved this man from a lot of evil stuff coming from this woman.
So I lost my best friend today. To be very clear, I was cut off by one of my closest friends. This is the message that he sent me. Pause to read, and please read thoroughly. Okay? So I'm going to give some context here. We're talking about my male best friend, the one that y'all saw in my moving video that moved me across the country. The one who took me to my ortho appointment till my arm got broken by my ex. The one who rented me a car when my ex totaled mine. The one who, I could go on and on, but this person held a very, very, very important place in my life.
In your pocketbook.
And it is super hurtful the way he went about it, texting me a message and then blocking me on all platforms so that I can't respond, but starting the message with, "Hey friend."
That's what you call them, right? Friend.
So when I moved here, 3 weeks ago, the week before Thanksgiving, almost 4 weeks ago. He started talking to a new girl. They were talking on the way, literally on the way to Dallas. He was talking to her. I even jumped on FaceTime, said hey to her, introduced myself, and basically was like, "Hey girl, you have nothing to worry about. Like, we are strictly platonic. This is one of my closest friends, like a brother to me. Like, my kids love him. He's been there for me through so many things."
So many financial things. I bet your kids do love him. He the bank.
She's like, "Oh, okay, whatever." Again, they had only just started talking 4 weeks ago. Apparently, she's uncomfortable with me. Mind you, me and him haven't even spoken in like a week. I could show you those messages. We don't speak every day. But when I was going through the struggle, he was there all the time.
Struggle, huh?
But ever since life has calmed down, my shit's together, he dabbles in and out. We check on each other, whatever.
Because there's no need. Why would you check on him?
So in the message it says, Camila, I guess that's the girl's name, doesn't want us to be friends at all. He wishes me and the boys well. He loves us, whatever. She's not comfortable with how me and his friendship started. So let's dig into that. How did me and him become friends? I was working in a club in Atlanta.
Club in Atlanta, huh? Do tell.
It was a restaurant lounge, not even really a club. He came in. I was having a terrible shift. Me and him ended up talking all night.
That man had simp written all over his face. It was written all over his face.
I sat with him. He bought drinks. I helped a few people here and there. He tipped me like $150 at the end of the night, and we were fast friends from there.
Okay, that's interesting. $150 is her fee for starting a great friendship.
He tipped me like $150 at the end of the night, and we were fast friends. From there, we started going hiking. We were doing a bunch of stuff, and he integrated himself into my life. He did like me. I didn't like him.
No shit, Sherlock.
We figured that out very quickly.
We?
The feelings were not mutual. We weren't on the same page. We wanted different things, but we really loved who each other was, like at the core. And I wanted him to be one of my friends. He was a great person, just not a partner that I wanted. Vice versa. He felt like I was a great person, a great mother, a great friend. So we literally continued just being friends. We have quite literally slept in the same room in different areas and been completely fine.
Ma'am, if he would have pressed upon you, there's a word for that. And it rhymes with grape.
I can have platonic relationships. Besides that, cutting off your friends for somebody you met 3 weeks ago, to me, is a red flag. That's something that my ex would have told me to do. That is a red flag. That is controlling. That is weird.
So your ex would have told you that, huh? So this is a pattern of yours to have financial friends.
Meanwhile, I've sat here and been your friend through multiple talking stages, multiple little relationships. When those girls disappear after a few weeks or whatever, I've been here. And you've come and you've got to cry. You got to vent your frustration. I've been here. I've been supportive of these women, made them feel comfortable.
I'm not that girl. I've never been that girl. I've never integrated myself into my male friends' relationships. And when they get into serious relationships, I back up even more.
Now you can make it more clear how platonic this thing is, meaning you have even more of an advantage.
We don't have to be as close as we used to be, but I shouldn't be blocked off of every platform and sent a text message cutting me off is crazy. And I'm blocked. That's his Instagram.
What? Let's zoom in on Rex.
Honestly though, when you enter different seasons in life, everybody's not meant to come with you. This has been the season of me losing the most friends at one time. I have basically had to cut off my father. Then there's Rex, and then there was Tia. It's just like all these people that held space in my life in different ways have dissipated. And God works in mysterious ways. God works the way he's going to work. And I asked God to remove everything that was not for me out of my life. And he has done so in a huge capacity and continues to do so. I hate the way that my friend went about this. I have no ill will towards him. I wish him the very best. I know that he deeply wants love and to be loved. And so when people want love that bad, sometimes they do questionable things. This is definitely questionable, but all in all, I'm not angry. I'm genuinely just hurt. I did cry, and that's the funny thing. I don't cry over men. Like, if I stop talking to a man, I don't cry over it. This was truly my friend. Like, it's so hard, like, when you're losing a friend. Like, that was my actual friend. Like, he was really, really there for me.
She keeps saying the F word friend. I think she just means my financial partner.
Never anything more than platonic, like, was really, really there for me. Like, really there. More than, like, my own brother had ever been there in my life, you know?
So not only your daddy not there for you, that's why you cut him off, your brother. Now think about this, ladies and gentlemen. I got 3 sisters. What does it take for a brother to cut his sister off?
She never said anything about this relationship as if it was something that was, beyond friendship. They was like, maybe spiritual buddies. They went to church together. They was growing together. She never said anything like, he's an inspiration to her. He's a mentor. Nothing positive came out of that friendship that she had with him, besides this man just giving her money and helping her and her sons out, and apparently helping her move across the country. I like this man's new girlfriend because it sounds like she really did save his heart and his pockets. And it's a shame that it took his new girlfriend, who he just met, who is a woman, to let him know that, bro, you getting played. But that's all I got in this video. You guys drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the woman that was mad about her male friend leaving her once he met a new woman. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.